guys, welcome back to another episode of Straight Talk. And today we have Nezir Can here at our Istanbul office. And the reason why I have Nezir Can here is that the past week, I think it was a week ago or a couple weeks ago, we had a really nice conversation with him. And it was basically about who he is, why he ended up in Turkey. He's an Aussie Turk who's got a wealth of experience as to what is it to live in Turkey like an expat. So you guys liked it, and we shared we saw a lot of comments. And then I said to Nez, why don't you be a part of the show? I mean, certainly we have Cameron speaking about, the real estate, and, he's the guru.
He is indeed.
There's no match for that, but really and truly, you're living the lifestyle here in Turkey, and there's a lot to, you know who you're like. You're like one of those guys who's good to chat with.
Well, thank you very much. That's a massive compliment.
It
really is. I
a
mean, I'm
great
honored. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're great to chat with because here's the thing. People we observe a lot of things, or we absorb a lot of things, and some people are good at delivering the message, and some people aren't. And you're brilliant at delivering the kind of experience that you had. And today, he came to me. He said, "Alaattin, you know what? I actually want to talk about food." And I said, "Why do you want to talk about Turkish food?" And he said, "Well, I have things to say," and there you go.
Well, food is my favorite pastime. Seriously, I love to eat. I love to experiment. I love to eat. I have been lucky and fortunate enough to eat many different cuisines, many different food from all over the world. Like from Indian to Italian to all sorts. I've tried it all. And one thing I've noticed, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, is that Turkish cuisine, or this part of the world's cuisine, is very underrated.
Why?
Why?
What do you mean by underrated?
Well, the world doesn't know about it. It's simple as that. The world does not know much about it.
The world doesn't know about kebabs.
Listen, all right. What do you know about kebabs? How many? Name me the kebabs that you know about, please.
Adana kebab, Urfa
Good.
kebab.
So you can name what? 4, 5? 4, 5? Let's go. 4, 5 maybe? All right. Allow me to explain something to you.
Okay.
Do you know there's over 110 different types of kebabs in Turkey?
110?
110. Over 110. And I can count them all. I've actually got the list on my phone because I looked it up today.
Really?
Seriously.
Oh my
110 different types, from aubergine kebab, from, oh my God, all sorts of yogurt kebab to all sorts of kebab.
Kebab with pistachios. I tried that one. That's
absolutely.
Crazy.
So I just thought, the world does not know about it. All they know is shish kebab and raki. And you think, well, there's more to Turkey than that. The cuisine, the kitchen, if you like, of this country, of this region is unbelievable. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, you're right. I agree with you. But in my opinion, the world is to a certain extent is exposed to Turkish food, because whichever city you go now today in the world, you're going to find a Turkish restaurant. Don't you think so?
A restaurant or a takeaway? Let's rephrase that.
Yeah, but
come on, let's be honest now. I'm talking about proper Turkish food, not just doner kebab that you see in the corner shops, or the doner kebab the British love at 5 a.m. in the morning after they've had a night out, after they've all got drunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not proper Turkish food.
Oh my God, I'm so hungry right now. Seriously.
No, but seriously. And the thing is, as I said, I love food, and Turkish food is second to none. Seriously, I mean, everybody loves curry. I love curry.
I love curry.
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, everybody loves a pizza. Everybody loves Italian pasta. I mean, one of my favorite dishes is lasagna. I can't get enough of lasagna. Nonetheless, nobody, everybody knows about that, but that's all they've got. Yet, we've got over 300 different types of soups in Turkey.
What I was saying is basically Indian cuisine, Italian cuisine, it's large cuisine these are. They're pretty large.
No, they're large. I respect that. Once again, I love it.
Yeah.
But I could name a hell of a lot more from this region, from this geography.
Yeah, the kind of food. Okay,
the kind
I
of
understand.
Food. I mean, look,
yes.
There's over 19,000 different cuisines in the Turkish cookbook, if you like. In the Turkish
recipes you're talking about.
Dishes, food, Call it
Yeah.
recipes. Call it whatever you want. There's over 19,000.
19,000.
Yeah, and nobody knows about this.
Why do you think it is so many?
Why so many? Brilliant question. I love that. I'll tell you why. During the Ottoman period, and this all goes back to Ottoman dates, we benefited from the Central Asians. We benefited from the Farsi, Iran, Iraq, the Syria, like the Arabic kitchens, Arabic dishes. We benefited from the Greeks. We benefited from the Armenians, from Turkey itself. So we took it all in, mixed it all up, and turned it into something out of this world. And look, it's really sad. Now, saying all this, it's not the world's fault. To be honest, it's actually Turkey's fault, Turkish people's fault, because
Yeah.
they don't know how to promote it.
You know what? Actually, you're right, because when I recall my memory of my time of abroad, I have never seen a Turkish, fine dining restaurant, where you go in there 3 hours, where you have the stuff. We have these in Turkey, proper Turkish food. You go there 3-4 hours. Starters come in and all sorts of, soups and the main dish, the main course, and the desserts and everything. We have this in Turkey, but I think what you're referring to is that the Turkish food is being diminished to being simplified down or dumbed down to only kebab takeaways.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah, that's what
and
you're
the
trying to
problem
say.
behind this is, the reason I believe personally, this is me speaking now, I'm not an expert or anything. It's just my taste buds talking now. I'm not a gourmet. I'm not an expert. I just love food. I love to eat.
I love food too. Yeah.
So, and I think because Turkish people like to eat on the run. Turkish people, when you sit down, you probably remember from your childhood days, your mum would say to you, "Shut up and eat. Keep your mouth shut."
Oh, yeah.
Don't talk when you're eating. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So you're like, well, let's finish it and get the hell out of here.
And that's my biggest problem with my wife
Yeah.
now. Because whenever we go to a fancy restaurant, or whenever we go to a restaurant, it's like I'm from a village, and I'm a pretty in our culture at home, we used to eat on the floor. Okay, we didn't eat on the table.
Yeah.
Not that
Some
we
parts
didn't-
still do.
Yeah, not that we didn't have a table, but back then we weren't. Now my family eats on the table, but
But it felt cozier, friendlier, didn't it? It was just a bit.
exactly, and we didn't use so much of. Yes, we would use forks and spoons for something, but we would generally use bread as to scoop out the food. And the problem is, man, look, we were not poor at all.
No,
but
that's got nothing to do with it.
back in our home, my mom would cook the main course so small that everybody needed to fight for it to get it. And my father was vicious, man.
Was
and
he?
he was like, say we got meatballs, right? We're eating meatballs, and I'm like, I'm leaving my meatball to the end. So it's a 3 meatballs per person, and I'm leaving mine there, and I'm focusing on other food. And
Save the best for last.
Yes, save the best for last. And my father comes in with a pork, boom, takes it up. He says, "Yemeğinin malını yerler."
Please translate that.
Okay. The food of the person who doesn't eat it gets eaten.
Fair enough. Close
If you
enough.
don't eat it, somebody will eat it, basically.
Close enough. I mean, if you ain't gonna eat it, I'll take it. That's what he's saying.
And this has been, it's deep in my psychology now, and I get excited when I see food, and I just want to eat it and finish it. It's just mindlessly. I'm not a conscious eater, if that's the word, and that's a damn good. Concept, a term now.
Pat yourself on the back. Be proud of yourself, son. You done good.
Conscious
boy
eater,
done
people
good. Boy done good.
Yeah, people who know what they're eating. I don't know, and I don't care. So long as it has salt in it, and so long as there's bread, and so long as I drink my Coke, I'm good. Okay, don't touch me. I'm good. So that's I know that's terrible, but that's how it is. But I think now that the world is going through a direction where we have the social media in our lives and etc. and our appetite gets even bigger and bigger, and we want to eat more and more. And these Turkish chefs, man, they don't help at all. Nusret,
mate,
Burak, and all of these people.
That's what I was about. That's what I was about to say. Well, a lot has changed lately. I've noticed. Like, we've got Nusret, Salt Bay guy.
Bay, like Salt Bay.
I mean, he's actually one of the guys that's put us on the map. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but
right?
that's not Turkish cuisine, though, don't you
It
think?
doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter. It's become fine dining. It's become classy eating, if you like. You know what I mean?
It's not classy. Come
I'll be-
on.
all right,
now.
it's not,
People
right, fair enough.
Jump
All
on.
right, all right.
You see his stories.
Look, I love the guy.
People take on their shoes. They jump on the table and they dance.
I respect him big time.
I love the guy.
I respect him big time.
Kudos
because
to him.
and then you got Jezene Burak now. I mean, the food there's brilliant. It's changing a lot. I mean, it's getting there. You know, like, but it's not enough. There's not enough recognition out there for Turkish food. There's not enough. I think it's very underrated, very neglected.
Yeah.
Once again, Turkish people eat to fill themselves up.
Yeah.
It's not an art. A lot of countries see it as an art.
Yeah.
Hence why I respect so much the curry and the for them it's an art.
Actually, you made a good point when you talk about the art.
I'm full of good points. What are you talking about?
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
And kudos to you.
Thank you. Hey.
But when it comes to
He picks on me all the time. He does.
but you're like a giant, so I need to pick on somebody.
Right, thank you very much.
You're one of very few people who can take it. So
Well,
that's why
thank
I'm
you
picking
very
on
much. I can take a beating.
But when I think our breakfast is actually where we show
That's
our
where
art.
we were going, yes.
You know Turkish breakfast, and I'm going to tell you this. Most of our audience are familiar with the Turkish breakfast and how many and how
Oh, mate.
But I'll tell you something. When I was in Kalkan, a small tiny town in the Turkish Riviera, me and my friends, we ventured into a beautiful village in a valley where we went into a breakfast place. Oh my God. The guy had, we have the footage, we'll show the footage.
Please do, because I want to see it too.
The guy, I can't even describe it. People need to see this.
Yeah, you got to see it. I mean,
it's just art, a work of art.
Yeah.
And boy, that's crazy. And that's actually, see, rather than fine dining, we basically have this long breakfast culture.
Fine breakfast. We call it fine breakfast.
Yeah, we
you're right. Turkish people, now that's the beauty of this country. They love their breakfast. Unlike the rest of the world, where I come from, it's always cornflakes or toasty, sliced bread, toast. That's it. For breakfast, that's all it is. It's boring. But
I don't have breakfast,
but
too.
In Turkey, it's an art. I mean, I love
an art.
Like when they sit down 2-3 hour breakfast.
Yeah.
Especially Sunday mornings, it's unbelievable. Turkish breakfast. Look, Turkish cuisine, Turkish everything is beautiful, man.
Let's talk about mezes. Let's talk about Look, before talking about
we could go on for days, and we're not even gourmet.
Years,
so just imagine if there was an expert talking here.
We're just foodies.
Big
foodies.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Food fetish.
Before moving into mezes and the Aegean cuisine, I basically want to say this: Turkey is so diverse culturally, even ethnically, and the food itself is so diverse.
Exactly.
In the southeastern cuisine, you basically have Gaziantep. Oh my God, a gastronomical capital of the world, Gaziantep. Just you go on days and days. Black Sea region, completely different cuisine. Inner Anatolia, Eastern Turkey, Southern Turkey. This Thrace, Edirne, Tekirdağ, this place, and the Aegean cuisine. But see what I'm gonna tell you now is that this is what we refer to as Turkish cuisine. A lot of other nation gets sort of offended by this. For example, Syrians believe that baklava is theirs. Greeks believe that all the mezes and rakı and most of the Aegean cuisine is theirs. Iraqis believe that kebab is theirs. Or
the Arabs actually more than anything else.
Arabs, yeah. But what I want to say here is that we need to, when we're talking about Turkish cuisine, we need to term it well. We're not basically saying that Turks have created this.
No, absolutely not.
Because when you look at Turks were basically a nomadic culture. They were nomadic people. And when we look at modern Turkey, so we have to make this distinction between the Turkic people who are still living in Central Asia, that are basically the origins of the modern Turkish people. They're Turkic as well. But the modern Turkish people are not necessarily Turkic anymore. And there's actually a good saying to categorize Turkish people. And that's been said by, I don't remember whom, but it's a
Wasn't
very,
me,
very
that's
good.
for sure. It wasn't me.
It wasn't you, but it's a very good analogy. And it's said, the modern Turkish people are Muslim Romans.
Yeah.
Because
I would believe it.
when you look at us genetically, I for example don't look like a person from Central Asia. I don't have those facial or physical features that would identify as that. And if you were to go 2,000 years ago, when Roman Empire was ruling this part of the region, people would exactly look like me. So for me to say that, yes, my ancestors are from Central Asia, I am Asian and I'm from thousands and thousands of miles away from here, would be genetically and scientifically wrong, because we came in as a culture, as people, we have blended in on this soil, and we have sort of created this term called Turkish, and as an ethnicity, Turkish ethnicity is a bit of a mix. Very big of a mix. It's a melting pot, and so is our cuisine. This doesn't mean that the Turkish cuisine is not being affected by the Arab cuisine or the Greek cuisine or the Armenian cuisine.
Before you make a judgment, before you start writing comments and having a go at me, try the Turkish cuisine first. Try it first. Try what we're talking about. I mean, obviously, we're going to show some clips, show some photos, show some footage of Turkish food, breakfast, everything. Try it and then write back to us and say, no, Nez, you're wrong. No, Alaattin, you got it all wrong. Try it. That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
We've all tried burgers. We've all tried, I don't know, curries, and we've all tried everything. Yeah, exactly. We've done it. But you've not tried the Turkish cuisine. You've not tried the 110
Maybe they
different...
have. Let them comment down below.
Dude, no.
So if they have, I'm sure they have. If they're interested in our show.
Not all of it.
Here
Not
at
all
a
of it.
real estate company that is operating in Turkey, they must have tried Turkish food.
Okay,
and
fair
if you
enough
guys
then.
have, please comment them down below.
But once again, before you, I think you want to pack up now. So
Yeah.
before you pack up, this is my thoughts. This is my taste buds talking here. I'm not an expert. We're not gourmets. We're nothing. We just like to have a good banter.
Enough of
We
that.
like to have a chat.
People understand that you're not. This is the fourth time actually you're saying, "Oh, but we're not experts on it." We know you. We love you, Nez.
But I don't. I wouldn't want people to think I was being, I don't know, a smart ass.
Let them think. So
all right, fair enough then.
So what?
All right,
You're
fair
our
enough
Nez. Whoever want to mess with you, I'm sure there's at least 100 people in the comments that are going to defend you. So you don't need
thank you
to.
very much.
People love you, Nez, and we love you here in the office.
Thank you
and
very
thank
much.
you very much for coming to the
It's
show.
a pleasure.
And thank you very much, guys, for watching this episode. I hope this has been a fun discussion, and I hope to see you in the next one.